3, 2, 1, go.
So welcome to another episode of All Motoring, and today we'll feature a mid-size crossover SUV, the second generation Toyota Harrier. This model of the Harrier has proved very popular among Kenyans, and despite there being a newer model for quite a number of years now, you'll still find one of these with the registration plates as new as KCW. So let's find out why that's the case.
Now, for starters, we do have the obvious rounded, smooth, streamlined shape with rounded edges. You do get special fog lights in the front bumper. You do have the emblem over here, which instead of a conventional Toyota badge, you get the bird named the Eastern Marsh Harrier that resides in the eastern parts of Japan, Hokkaido. This is where they got the name from.
There seems to be quite a few decent things to say about this car, but there are also quite a few things I don't like about the car. First is that the ride comfort and suspension setup is beaten hands down by the Honda CR-V. Second is that this car's four-wheel drive system is completely overshadowed and trounced by, you guessed it, the all-wheel drive setup on the Honda CR-V. Thirdly is that for the price of this car, Toyota surely would have done better with the styling of the interior and, most importantly, the quality of the sound system. And fourthly is that if you decided not to get this car and go for its blood brother, the Lexus, it's pretty obvious that you'd be smiling more often as you drive along. So away from the car's shortcomings and onto what it packs under the bonnet.
The engine in this car is a 2.4 straight 4 petrol engine from Toyota. It's commonly known as the 2AZ-FE or something. And no turbochargers, no superchargers, is naturally aspirated. It gives out power output of around 161 horsepower, which might not sound like a lot, but the torque given by this engine is more than enough to overcompensate for the, you can say, averageness of the power. And I say the power, the 160 horsepower is quite enough, more than enough for the Kenyan market. But the torque in this thing is the most impressive thing, because this engine is quite common. Actually, it's quite. I like it because Toyota has used it on several semi-premium models like the Ipsum, the Scion, some models of the RAV4, the Toyota Camry, all those semi-premium Toyota models use either this engine or a small variation of this engine because of the power and the torque. I mean, immediately you try to accelerate, in some, maybe you may not feel the zeal and the power because this thing is a four-wheel drive. But if that engine was to be in a Toyota Ipsum, let's say a front-wheel drive Toyota Ipsum, the moment you try to accelerate, you feel the front wheels are eager to spin, or they're eager to go. They spin, they scratch the surface or something. It also comes with a sport version where it's more of automatic manual, whereby the driver gets to change your gears by pushing the lever up for gear ups and pulling the lever down for downshifts. Other than that, its fuel consumption, Toyota made sure they have technologies such as electronic throttle bodies. They also have timing chains. They also have variable valve timing, all to ensure that you squeeze out as much power and work from every drop of petrol you use.
That engine is good for making the distance of 8.5 kilometers for every liter of petrol used. And with a 75-liter capacity fuel tank, you're more than sorted for those long journeys to Kisumu, Baringo, or wherever you like to go. And because this is a serious and thorough show, let's check out the inside and exhaust all useful information a potential buyer would look out for to know about this car.
In the inside, you get this leather trim steering wheel, and it has some center control buttons, including stuff like volumes and modes and the rest. You also get individual air conditioning vents on each side. I mean, you can control the temperature on the driver's side, and also you can vary the temperature. On the passenger side. You also have this interesting wood finish with some sort of varnish or something for protection purposes. And we also have a button here reading ECT Snow. I don't know much about that, but I guess if I lived on top of Mount Kenya, I'll require that. That's pretty much it.
Some more advantages of this car is that it's very reliable with little to no reported problems. Toyota also considered the fact that you're eventually going to run out of precious tarmac on your way to your village. Hence, they made sure to give the car a decent amount of ground clearance and a four-wheel drive system for those few muddy encounters with unpaved roads. The Harrier, therefore, is a subtle car that goes about its business without fuss or much noise. But don't worry if you own a Harrier, because in the eyes of Kenyans, it's still in the gari kubwa category. And if you are a banker or in any other profession that requires you to go to work in official clothing, then this is a safe buy for you.